Welcome back, friends. If you're just joining us, I'm your host for these silly blob shenanigans, Dash Daring. And if you're rejoining us, it's likely you survived our first screening of The Blob. Kudos to you and your fleet-footedness and spry horror movie survivability. And if you didn't survive, well, I apologize. All complaints will be acknowledged, but ultimately ignored or absorbed. We are celebrating a gelatinous monster from outer space, after all. It's now time for our second film of our first double feature, Roger Corman's A Bucket of Blood from 1959. Focus your audio on this one, Daddy-O. This flick stars Dick Miller as Walter Paisley, a real square coffee shop busboy who lands himself a gig in the far-out world of sculpture, with murderous results. It's no doubt you've seen Dick Miller in any number of movies. He was a go-to character actor for Roger Corman, that maverick of independent and B-movie cinema. His visage was so recognizable that his Twitter handle and his website were titled, "That Guy, Dick Miller." For all his recognizability and talent, though, Miller never crashed into the big time. In fact, this film is his only leading role. This didn't stop his character from A Bucket of Blood, Walter Paisley, from featuring in a number of completely unrelated films. These films include Hollywood Boulevard, The Howling, Twilight Zone the movie, Chopping Mall, and Night of the Creeps, all great films. Curiously, the sets for A Bucket of Blood would later be used for Corman's Little Shop of Horrors, which we're showing a little later on this afternoon. Now for the stats and facts. So A Bucket of Blood was produced for $50,000. That's 50,000. A fact which upset Dick Miller, who felt that the film could have been the big time if not for the limitations on the budget. Of course, that's the B-movie, later independent picture business. A word about the term B-movie, if you'll allow, Dash. Early cinema presentations featured two shorter films as part of a double bill, an A-movie and a B-movie. The B-movie was oftentimes a cheaply made picture sold to be released alongside a more expensive film. The practice of double billing films faded, but the term B-movie seems to have stuck to any low-budget film, even into modern times. Corman, though, is always quick to correct folks who erroneously label him the king of B-movies, since most of his productions weren't actually B-movies in the literal sense of the word. But methinks Dash is probably pontificating a bit too elaborately. We'll let this movie speak for itself. And now, Blobbies, Wraiths, and Zombies, Blobfest presents A Bucket of Blood.